Hey everybody, it's Miss Wisman. I am going to be working through the bottom part of page 6 of your notes. It's talking about tangent lines. So we're just going to remember a couple things from the previous video. The first thing is that your tangent lines are perpendicular to your radius. Perpendicular means 90 degrees. And if I'm forming something that has 90 degrees, I'm actually creating a right triangle. So your tangent line and your radius are actually forming right triangles, which means we can use something called Pythagorean theorem, which we're very familiar with. We use it all the time. So these two examples down here are just going to be using Pythagorean theorem in a couple of different ways, okay? The first one says find AC if BC is tangent to the circle. So I'm looking for AC, okay? We'll just call that X. And what I know is here I have a radius and a tangent, which means that this angle right here that they form is my right angle, which means this is my hypotenuse because it's across from my 90-degree angle. That's also going to be my C. So if I started by writing a squared plus b squared equals c squared, my a squared would be 5, my b squared would be 8, and my c squared, I don't know. That's my hypotenuse right here, okay? So let's do this. So this is 25 plus 64 equals x squared. So then x, 25 plus 64 gives me 89. And how do I undo a square? I take the square root. So the square root of 89 is 9.4. Okay, so AC is 9.4. This distance right here is 9.4. Okay, well, let's look at example 2. It's a little different. I still have my right triangle. If I look here, here's my right triangle. Here is my 90-degree angle. And what I'm trying to do is figure out just this little part here. I'm not trying to figure out the whole radius. I'm just trying to figure out the whole thing. But what I'm going to do is let's just go ahead and figure out what this whole side is right here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So my a squared is 12, 16, and I don't know. So 12 squared is 144. 16 squared is 256. Plus 144. It gives us 400. To undo a square, we take the square root. Now it would give us 20. So what I know is that this whole side here is 20. But I don't want to know the whole side. I want to know just this little part right here. So to figure that out, I need to recognize that this is a radius and this is a radius as well. So these are congruent. They're both radii. They're both a radius. So I know that these are 12. So if I know this little bit is 12, I know the whole thing is 20. To figure out this little part right here, I'm going to take 20 and subtract 12 from it. That gives me 8. So what does x equal? X equals 8. On the next couple slides, you're going to be doing some you try. So go ahead and hit next and give it a try yourself.